Hey guys, welcome to this episode of Alpha Tech Talks. I'm Noel from Alpha Technologies, and today we will be discussing the world's first truly throwable microphone, the CatchBox. Guys, we must apologize. We have been running into a few technical issues today. Sadly, our microphone was muted there, so I'm sure that might have looked a bit funny. But we're going to take it from the top. Right, so Mike, thanks for joining us today in studio.
100%. Thanks, Noel. Thanks for inviting me again.
Absolute pleasure to have you again. So without further ado, let's get into the CatchBox.
Yeah.
So as we know in our industry, Mike, we are pretty spoiled for choice when it comes to wireless microphone systems and the like. And part of that is getting the audience engaged, which can be quite challenging at times, right?
Yeah, 100%. So historically, we've always had guys running around with mics.
Yeah.
Handheld mics, or you have a central mic somewhere on the stand, and it's cumbersome. You have to pass the mic around. You have to get the mic to somebody if he's 10 or 15 seats into a row, or that person has to get up and actually go towards the microphone if there's central point. So it gets a little bit challenging and sometimes time consuming actually when you're trying to have panel discussions and free questions from an audience in a setup or in a environment, and then it starts wasting time a little bit and people have to move around too much and a few things. So there's definitely better ways to do that, and that's where the CatchBox enters.
Oh yes, guys. So the CatchBox aims to solve all of that because this is the world's first truly throwable microphone, right?
Yeah, that's it.
And that's it, guys, just like that. So Mike, tell us a bit about the CatchBox.
Yeah, so as you guys can see, it's a little foam box really. So the housing is made of a couple of different layers of foam soft materials, and then there's this black piece in the center here, and that's essentially your microphone. So, and that makes up what a CatchBox is in its essence. There's a couple of other components and a few things we'll talk about now, but that's the essence of a CatchBox, right? So there you go. It's a little box we can throw around in the audience. And if you think about what this is now going to do for audience engagement,
Yes.
it's a fun thing. You can have a couple of them in the room and throw them around, and it actually breaks the ice. People go, oh wait, hang on. And now you don't have this, oh, but I have a mic and I don't know where to hold the mic.
Yes.
It's as simple as a client can, or an audience member can actually just hold the box, and they can hold it sort of anyway, and the box is pretty good at pickup and stuff on that.
How wonderful is
yeah.
this little guy?
So it's a nice break the ice tool as well, and gets the audience engaged now. Now they're not afraid of a mic and have to go to a microphone and go stand somewhere and a few things. So.
Yeah, absolutely. So the audience member can literally sit where they are,
Yeah.
and they can pass this around to each other, throw it, and have fun.
100%.
I mean, it's great for audience engagement, guys. Best thing ever. So let's get into a bit of the nitty gritties with the material on the CatchBox. Mike, can you tell us about what the CatchBox is made out of?
Yeah, so essentially, like we said, it's a nice soft material, a couple of different layers of foam, and then the outside housing has a couple of features. You would have seen us show this around now. So your logo here, so it's a completely printable material.
Oh yes.
Right? So you can customize logo that side, and maybe have some other logos on the sides or whatever the case might be. See, it's made to be dropped and thrown around. You can actually see that this is our one that we've branded Alpha Technologies. So that's our demo version, to just sort of show the brand. And this one's white, and this one's blue. You can get them in any color. So whatever the corporate colors are of the clients or the company, you can have the actual skin color choice. There's a whole variety of different colors to choose from, and then obviously custom branded logos and things on there. But then you would ask the question, okay, but now this day and age, we're still social distancing, and there's still a couple of things happening around that. Yes, there's more and more venues opening, and more people going back to larger conferences and things, but there's still social distancing in place. So again, now it becomes a nice way to get the mic moving down the line, right? So you can also keep people a little bit away from each other, but this could be a source of infection or a source of transmission, right?
Yeah, bacteria and all that.
So kick in or then bring in some of the technologies that CatchBox has employed.
Yes.
And they have a technology called viral off. And viral off is essentially a Teflon coating that goes over the entire system. And it's designed to ideally reject almost 99.9% of bacterial microbes and viruses that could cling to the material.
Oh, that's fantastic. That is
100%.
really clever.
So you can see from the slide there, it complies to those standards, and it's designed specifically to reject any particles actually clinging to the unit itself, and then in that way then transmitting from person to person when the box is being thrown around and moved between people. So they've employed those technologies. So the unit is safe and it's designed for this environment.
How wonderful is that, guys? CatchBox has literally thought about everything. So I don't have to worry about this being passed to me from another person for any sort of viral diseases or anything like that.
100%.
The box will take care of that for us, woven into the fabric kind of thing.
Yeah, it's a coating that goes over the whole system. Yeah.
Ah, fantastic.
100%.
This is actually an awesome product for that as well, guys. I mean, now with social distancing and all that, you do still need to keep your distance, but at the same time, you don't really want to sort of take a cloth and just wipe it off every time somebody's using it. It kind of defeats the whole object.
100%.
So the box will take care of that for you.
So now you would ask maybe another question, like we're talking just about how the thing works and what it all can do. So that's sort of that safety factor on there. But there's more safety factors. So what happens if I take the box and I throw it to you, right? There's a microphone inside there. It's going to make a noise.
Yes, it is.
So they also employ, and we'll show you the little details of that, another thing called auto mute.
Right.
There's an accelerometer inside the box, and the moment the box is in transit, it actually then mutes the microphone.
That's very clever.
So if I then maybe just at this point have a look at it, so I take the unit out, so that's the housing and the box itself, right? Please note the little arrow at the bottom there, if you can see it. I'm trying to just show you in the light there. There's a little arrow there. We'll talk about that in just a moment. But that's the unit, right? So that's the actual center core of the unit. And inside here is a little battery. There's an accelerometer in here, and then some circuitry to then mute the microphone, right?
While it's in the air, right?
While it's in the air, while it's in motion. So the accelerometer then to turn that auto mute function on, or the accelerometer, once the unit's in motion, is there to mute the microphone. So temporarily, while it's traveling, it's muted. And then once it stopped traveling, it takes about half a second, so 25, 30 milliseconds, and the mic turns back on. And maybe to demonstrate that, what you guys might not know is that this mic here is actually live. So this is our mic that we've been using. It's live, it's on. You can hear me talking on it, and I'll talk on it.
Yes, it's all live.
So we'll try and simulate this. I'm just going to throw the mic. At the moment I stop and put the mic down, then it goes in motion again. Even if I pick it up and I'm holding it, I'm moving it around a little bit, I'm talking just comfortably, it remains on. But the moment I throw it to Noel, it should go. And then once Noel has it in position, the mic will turn on again.
Oh, and you should be able to hear us loud and clear now, right?
Yeah.
Cool.
So I'm just watching on our broadcast software here what the level meter is doing to make sure that you can see when it's off and not off. So, but yeah, you would have heard it turn off for those few seconds, and then just a moment later it turns back on.
That's very handy. Excuse the pun. So you pulled out the capsule now, Mike.
Yeah.
How is the microphone and everything held into this?
Well, what did you feel now when you pulled it out? Could you just pull it out? Because that's what I was saying. Just mind the arrow.
Did you guys see how easy that is? Like I just pulled it out.
Yeah, but you know how to do it. So
I know how to do
You've
it.
done it.
Yes.
So I just got my hand on the back here. There's a little grab handle at the back here. So I'm just putting my hand in there, and I'm like pulling on this thing, and it's not coming out. It's like seriously not coming out, right?
Yeah,
you can see
you're
that
putting
I'm,
some
like,
force there.
Putting some force on it. But if I just give it a bit of a twist, then it comes out.
Look how easy that is.
Right. So inside there, that's why I was mentioning the little magnet or the little arrow there. You see there's a little arrow on that side, and there's a little arrow on the bottom of the unit. That's essentially a magnet. So if I match it up that way, so the arrow on the box is at the top, and this one's at the bottom. Now, if I punch it in, you'll see it basically clips.
And you can hear an audible click once it's made contact.
And then,
That's how you know.
And then unless I actually turn it,
Mhm.
it doesn't come. It just doesn't come off. So there, it's loose. It's not connected to the magnet. The moment I twist it, you can almost see it snap into place.
Mm.
Then if you guys can see that clearly, there it sort of snaps into place, and then it's fast. It's tight. You have to twist it in order to get it off. So there's a little magnet that holds it in place, so it won't just come out in throwing it around. And we've even kicked these things around the office here
Yes,
as
we
examples to clients, because it's literally designed to be able to do that.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful.
So, and sorry, there's one more thing. We were talking about the mic earlier, and I'm
yes,
thinking out loud. So that's the sort of key thing. If I take the sponge off here on the top, and again, everything's made that if you throw somebody in and they miss it or it hits them in the face or so, there's no hard surfaces, right? So even the top front is covered, but right in the center there's a little microphone that's built in on the unit. So
as easy as that, guys.
Yeah. And this is washable, so you can take this off, wash it, and I suppose you can take this whole system and go and wash it as well. So it is completely washable.
Yeah, just stick it in the washing machine, off you go.
Yeah.
Easy peasy. So you told us about that auto mute. So that happens when the CatchBox is in the air, right? Okay. When you're holding it and everything like that, auto mute is disabled. The guy can then talk, ask his question, throw it back to the person,
whoever, or the next person.
The next person, whoever. And while it's traveling, it goes off, catch it, and I can talk. Right. Okay, got it. So just making sure that that's how it works, guys. It's devilishly simple. I mean, your audience doesn't need to do anything except catch it and throw it.
Yeah. And like we showed you earlier, they literally just need to hold the unit. So they don't need to speak into it like this, or, oh, sorry. They'll be able to be heard wherever they sort of hold the box.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because of the microphone's pickup range. And you guys can see, I mean, this is literally the only mic. We're not wearing our headsets today. We decided we'll use this as an example. So that's our live microphone that we're busy using.
Yeah, that's actually what we're using, guys, for real.
I can maybe, again, prove that in another way. So I'll take the unit out on here. It's on there. And then there's a little switch on the circuitry here. So this is going to make a noise. Sorry. But there you go, there's the little circuits there. And you'll see we've got our belt pack transmitter in there. We'll show you the two different sample units, or the units available now. But there's our transmitter pack inside there. And then there's a little on-off switch on the unit on here that turns all this electronics on and off. So the moment I turn this off, the mic goes off. Once I turn it back on, then you can hear us again. So just to prove that is our microphone that we are busy using.
Fantastic. So let's get into that. I know that we've got two models of CatchBox. One without the transmitter and receiver, and one that does come with one, right?
100%.
Can you tell us about those, Mike?
Yeah. So the first one, as you can see on screen there, that's a CatchBox mod, called the CatchBox mod. It's a replaceable battery, like we showed you now on the unit there, a little AA battery. And that's to power the accelerometer and the mute functions and the actual housing of the mic itself.
Okay.
This unit, like Noel mentioned, does not come with a belt pack or a receiver. So it doesn't come with the actual wireless transmission system. This one is designed, and this is the sample models we have here with us today. Those are designed to work with any belt pack system that you might have already in place. So it's designed for rental companies and people that already have belt packs that literally just want to take advantage of the functionality of the box itself with its mic. And you basically take your units and you plug it in. And as we mentioned, Noel, at this time, I think if you want to give me the
Certainly.
example unit there. So I've taken this off now. There's our belt pack. The belt pack literally just fits inside there. We've taken off the belt pack's metal clips and things like that. You pass me the cable there.
Certainly.
Also included in this kit is a range of different cables, right? So this one is specifically designed to work on our belt packs. So it's a mini 4-pin TQG. There's also mini 3-pin TQGs, mini jacks, and a few things. They all terminate into an RCA, which plugs into this unit. So it's as simple as plugging my cable into the top of my belt pack. I can then either put it in or put my cable in. So it's a little bit like that. And I just plug the cable right inside the box there, and then fits the whole assembly right inside there. Tuck my antenna away, and I close up the units, strap it nice and tight. So this keeps the belt back in place, and that's that. Now if I turn that switch on and turn my belt back on, this will be able to transmit to my system. And you heard it when I drop it back into here, it went click. That's the magnet literally holding it back in place, and it's fast. And again, I can put on this until I'm blue in the face. If I don't twist it and disengage the magnet, it won't come out.
So easy. So easy. And the other one that comes with the
Right. So the second unit then is called the CatchBox Plus.
Okay.
And again, the box itself are all the same. The internals now are a little bit different. So
Right.
the CatchBox Plus, the little black housing on the inside, that's slightly different. And you'll see from the picture there, this unit comes with a base station. So on the far left of that picture, there's a little black thing with a little black holder. You put that on the table, plug that in, and that charges the battery then inside the CatchBox.
Oh,
Right, so that's a
nice.
rechargeable system.
Okay.
And then you can see the CatchBox itself, and then on the right hand side there's the belt pack transmitter
Yes.
and the receiver that comes from CatchBox. So you can also purchase that as a kit, a complete kit, and just use that instead of your own belt pack if you don't have your own belt packs and transmitters already. So that's a self-contained unit
Yes.
that then allows you to put it onto a charger, and it will recharge the whole system.
And if I purchase this setup here, right, I can literally just go and plug the receiver into any sort of audio
Into
system,
the audio system, yeah, 100%.
in the auditorium or wherever it is, and it will work 100%.
100%.
So easy, guys.
Yeah.
Very, very nice.
So that's the two options in the two models. And the one without the belt pack systems, and the other one is then one with belt pack and receiver.
Fantastic. Nice, Mike. So, guys, just before we close the show, I just want to mention again, the catch boxes are fully customizable. So if your client, as an example, is Nike, as an example, you can get the Nike logo printed here. You can get some artwork, maybe put there some very light artwork, but colors, images, logo can all be done custom made at CatchBox for your client.
100%. Yeah,
Very
so they're made to order essentially in that environment. So people normally order them customized
Yes.
with their colors and their logos and their stuff. And it's a matter of when a client orders the unit from us, just send us the logos and say we want that logo printed on so many sides, or this logo on so many sides. With the case, like I've mentioned, I think we can do 2 different logos on the units, and it's as simple as that. And you have them branded. In fact, this one's actually got 4, so you can actually do 4 different logos if you want something unit.
Yeah, have a look, guys. I'll quickly show you. So on this side, we've got our logo, Alpha. On the side here, this is from when we used it at MediaTek a few years back. That was our stand number. The back of the unit, which now shows MediaTek as well, Africa. And then on the side, CatchBox, what the unit is. Yeah. So again, you're not limited to that. Any color, any logo, etc., etc. We can pretty much wrap this up for you, whatever your client wants.
100%.
So easy, guys. Come try it out. We've got a couple of demos here. Okay, Mike. So that pretty much wraps up the show for today. Thank you so much for joining us again.
It's my pleasure.
Absolute pleasure to have you on the show again, Mike. Guys, please head over to our YouTube channel where you can like the video that you've just watched. Please subscribe as well. And if you really want to, please hit the bell icon as well. So whenever there's new content released, you're the first to hear about it. To find out more information about CatchBox, please head over to our website at www.alpha-tec.co.za. Click on products and look for CatchBox. You'll find everything that you need to find there, guys. Right, Mike, thank you so much. Guys, thanks for joining us. It's been a pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you, everybody. See you again soon.
Cheers, everyone. Bye.